The Style Creator is a tool recently, it's fairly new, it's a couple of months old. And as you saw in the video before, the old way, let's say, of looking for references was always like hunting for random blends of style references. And what this tool does, essentially, it's a refined tool that as you go, you select images and it's going to start refining that style reference and give you a blend that gives you more control on the blend. So I'll show you how it works. Type in here, let's say, a woman, and it starts to generate here the OG image, let's say, and it gives you images to choose from. So this is just the default setting here. We have 850 stylization, a little bit of chaos, and 16 by 9. So just for contrast purposes, I'm going to start selecting more illustrative elements, and it's going to start filling up these boxes. And once it finishes filling one of those boxes, it's going to create that next style reference number. Let's take a look how that works. It already started creating the next one. So just because we start with photography vibes, I'm going to go more into illustration vibes. And you can see that I've been purposely selecting like purple colors. And it's already generating like a blend of what I selected and the more illustrative versions. And as I keep going down, it keeps refining that that output, right? So essentially, we can keep going. I'm personally not a big fan of this preview. So what I like to do, I always like to open a new Midjourney on the side and see it bigger. I like always to see things big. So I'm going to select this window now and split it. So now as I keep going down, I can select more images and start refining the output. And something that I feel that it's extremely cool is that all these style references are locked now. So I can not only generate something that's very refined, but along that process, I can still find some great images that I can reference later, right? So if we go back here, this is the ideal minimum. So if I keep going and select some of these images, I'm going to keep going into a very illustration style, trying to refine how things are developed. And I'm going to go here. And as you can see, it starts to become more nuanced into the direction that I've been setting. This, as I mentioned, is the ideal minimum, but I think if I go into like 21 or 22 different iterations, after those, the model starts to just fine-tune the nuances. So you will notice that maybe the changes are a little bit more subtle, but still noticeable. And it's always great to see the progression. So this is where we started, and it became slowly more and more stylized. I sometimes like to throw in, let's say, a random, like a curveball. Let's say I just pick this yellow just to have some contrast. And as I keep going, I'm now looking for maybe something a little bit more photographic. just to throw the model a little bit off. But that's like my personal preference. Like some people might just love to really go fine-tuning the details, and then just keep going. I'm gonna try to get into, let's say, about 20 generations just by going very quick. And also, as you can notice, the images that I'm being fed now, as I'm more in this refinement process, are much closer to the images I'm generating on the right. So it will give me, let's say, a certain percentage of illustration images. I think at some point it's just throwing me a little bit of variation, just to keep me entertained, let's say, or keep me open for any pivots. But it's still a big percentage on that purple color range. But let's throw in here some different color palettes just to widen the spectrum a little bit. And as you can see, it went from very mixture between graphical illustration, and slowly, as I started choosing more photographic styles, it went into this in-between place. Very dreamy. So I'm gonna try to exaggerate the illustrations just to get out of that photographic style and see if we can, as we move forward, push the style into something that it's a little bit more intentional. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. This is the tool that I am currently using the most in order to generate my worlds. I have much more control, although sometimes I mix between the random factor and this, because I like the randomness, I like the surprise factor. But it's up to you. It's just one more part of your toolkit. And again, you can see that as I started selecting more illustration styles and more painterly vibes, it pushed the image generation into that direction. So I hope you have fun. We're going to use this a lot now moving forward. And before I just wrap it up, let's say I like one particular style here. And then what the tool will give me is this stylus number, right? So I can just copy the prompt here. And what I can do is, I'm going to close this for now. I can go with a landscape. And then if I pull out the same prompt, I can go, let's say, a king. I can go, say, a horse. I can go, say, write waterfall, let's say black waterfall. Now that we have this, we have locked a style, and we're getting closer into generating these cohesive worlds where a man can live in the world of this woman, let's say, in this environment, with these animals, in this waterfall. So it's to play around. Probably if I reduce the stylization, I'm going to get more consistent results. I'm still very much open, at least that's how I work, to this more, let's say, random or less strict way of building worlds. But also, like, you would notice that if I re-roll, like, there's a subtle difference between these 4 images and the images of the man, right? So they do feel a little bit disconnected. These are more realistic than these ones. And actually, that's, well, first of all, that's because it's a different code. But if I keep going here, I can go just woman. I can go with Queen ceremony. So I'm already starting to tell a story, and these stories can start connecting. Obviously, this is a starting point. We can extract from here, like characters, go to Nano Banana, create character sheets, then bring them back. But to my point again, these are much more realistic than this, but if I would re-roll this, let's say, again, 6 times, then what I would start to notice is that even though the style reference will bring a lot of variation, you will start to see certain styles repeat, right? So I think it kind of has like a seed that gives you a lot of variation, some more realistic, some more illustrative, but then you would be able to extract, like, this image can also live in this world, or this world, and then this is still a little bit more realistic and could live more in this world, for example. So it's all a matter of, at this stage, like, open up the spectrum as much as you can, and then when we go into the editing part, we're going to start mixing up things together, and then the story will start to emerge from the things that we combine. Interestingly enough, there's a big contrast between a man and a woman in the generation. This is more photographic, less stylized than its counterpart, which is also part of what Midjourney does, right? So we will need to navigate that a little bit. We could potentially blend everything together with other tools, but as a starting point, the patterns, the ornaments, the art direction, the color palette already starts giving us cohesive output. So a little bit of a long one, a lot of nuances here. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.